Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome one and all to the K12 Esports Championship Marvel Rivals edition on this fine Tuesday. I'm Dustin Owens, your co-host and co-coordinator for the K12 Esports League, along with Robbie Menegdag, the program manager for the league. How are we doing on this fine Tuesday, Robbie, for Marvel Rivals?
I'm doing fantastic. I hope everyone in chat is doing fantastic. I hope our players tonight are doing fantastic. I am actually probably the most excited for tonight of all of championship week. Not to say that I'm not excited for everything, but it's a very, very amazing thing that we're able to do here today, which is crown our very first K12 Esports League Marvel Rivals season champion. Cannot wait. Today we do have the K12 PEA Wolves team Don't Hide going up against the CAVA Bears team number one for Marvel Rivals. And we're actually going to keep intros very brief as we are in picks and bans for the first map here today.
Yeah, and so as Robbie mentioned, we have a great championship matchup: the K12 PEA team Don't Hide versus the Kava Bears team One. So let's get over here into some of the action almost immediately as we prepare for some of these bans and picks on these characters and everything. We're currently seeing a Psylocke, a Star Lord, and a Daredevil ban, as well as the Thing and Iron Fist currently locked in. Looks like the Black Panther ban as well is going to be coming out. These teams have definitely done their homework against each of these opposing teams and everything. Gambit is going to be locked in, which I believe is actually a first lock in since he has been eligible to play this season. So I am very, very curious to see how that's going to go. Really good Gambits have a really good healing base as well as being able to kind of take care of themselves in the back line and everything. Um, Gonna see the Hulk Bruce Banner lock in for the Kava team, and we're just waiting on these last couple bans. Jeff is going to be banned, which is an interesting pick to me, given that he's a little bit more squishy, but I know he can be a little bit more annoying. And then we're going to see coming in for the Spider-Man on the K12 PEA side.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
And real quick, as Dustin is our person for the picks and bans for the most part, right? A couple of disclaimers. We are on about a 3-minute delay here today, as well as just a quick shout out. Our Nightbot is super touchy, so a lot of exclamation points will not go through. A lot of spamming of emotes will not go through. Things like that. So just to let everybody know, our Nightbot is pretty touchy here. But game number one. This is a best of 5 series for finals and for our third, fourth place match, which I do want to call out very quickly here, which is going to be our Idaho Cyberwolves team going up against the VAVA Bubble Buddies team. So that is a great match that is happening somewhere off stream. We will have a first place, second place, third place, and fourth place Marvel Rivals fall season winners in the next about hour or so. With it being a best of 5, that is a switch up from our best of 3s that we have been used to. And so we're looking at a convoy to start us off, then convergence, going into a domination game 3. If needed, we'll go back to convergence for game 4 and back to domination for a banger game 5 if we see this series go all the way down to the wire. But here we go, in game now. K12 PEA Wolves team Don't Hide versus the Kava Bears. We do have the Kava Bears starting on attack here today. K12 PEA Don't Hide on defense.
Yes, and K12 PEA having home team advantage is going to pick this Shin Shibuya map, while the Kava Bears decided to go on the attacking assault first within this round one. Very curious with these two teams. They each have a even record for the season. So in total, 7 wins and only 1 loss for each team. And both of these teams have actually played each other twice and won against each other at least once. So it is very tied. This is going to tell who's going to come out on top for this final matchup of the fall 2025 season. We are going to see Luna ult coming out, Thing coming out for K12 PEA, trying to find and make room. We are going to see a couple go down for K12 PEA, but Winter Soldier coming down for CAVA as well.
Anything could hurt
one
me.
other quick little thing here for everyone in the Twitch chat. This is a high school esports league, so we are at a school event. I know we're virtual, but keep the chat vibey, keep it positive. We are looking for everything school appropriate only. But back into this one here. 4 ultimates online right now for the CAVA Bears. We're only looking at 2, about to be 3 here for Team Don't Hide. We started this game a lot on Pibs, on that Hulk, which we did see the CAVA Bears team last week, and Pibs Hulk is actually super solid. The Winter Soldier also getting locked in for the CAVA Bears. That was a huge pick for them last week as well. Or actually, I'm mistaken here. It was actually Daredevil. Remind me, Dustin, was Daredevil one of the bands here today?
Daredevil was one of the bands coming out
makes sense.
this round, so yeah, it definitely makes sense coming into this matchup. We are going to see CAVA get the first point in this convoy secure, and they're trying to move this convoy again to the next point. K12 PEA currently holding a pretty good ground at the moment with this corner. We're going to see Gambit ult, Hulk ult, as well as Iron Fist ult come out from the CAVA team to try and get this push. It looks like
if K12 PEA can hold strong here, they still have 3 ults themselves as well, but it looks like the CAVA Bears ultimates will convert into a lot of damage. 3 hero takedowns as well. Good conversion here, great plays from the CAVA Bears. They should be able to actually win the rest of this fight and move this convoy forward a little bit more. That was great team play, great ultimate usage coming out of the CAVA Bears. For K12 PEA, they will have 4 ultimates online for our next fight, so could be a back and forth here. Most likely going to be a back and forth.
Yeah, and a very big push there by CAVA. Obviously, we saw them kind of come all the way up here to where the second point is at. We're going to see the Luna ult, Moon Knight ult, and the Thing ult coming out from K12 PEA. CAVA going to get the strategist Luna from K12 PEA, as well as Magneto and Moon Knight.
Moon Knight, wow.
So a big
great plays coming out here from CAVA.
Yeah, CAVA is going to get a team wipe there and probably push this on to the next point, given that it's only right here. K12 PEA trying to get back on point just to stall, so that way the team is able to come in. They are going to pop this in Biz Woman ult, which is going to be able to keep them there for a moment. Quickly building up the ults on the K12 PEA side, but CAVA coming out with the Iron Fist ult.
A nice deep freeze.
We noticed Iron Fist getting a couple kills in earlier. We're also going to have Gambit ult come out for the CAVA Bears to give them that additional healing and boost. Oh, and some big eliminations coming out from the CAVA side onto the K12 PEA side. K12 PEA coming back with the Gambit and the Thing ult, though, is going to find at least one elimination there on the Winter Soldier. Then we're going to see Hulk, Magneto, and Luna ulting from the CAVA side.
Look out behind
And
you.
it currently looks like they may be getting this convoy onto this next point.
I'm hurt.
Great ult usage there coming out of CAVA.
Might be a good time to stop them.
Able to get what seemed like a full squad wipe. I think there was one, it was a little bit staggered there, but gonna get to that second checkpoint onto the final piece here of moving this convoy is the CAVA Bears. We will see Shamrocks on the Captain America at the moment. I believe switching to this character midway through the game. See if it does bode well for this K12 PEA team. Don't hide. With 3 ultimates online, I would love to see them get popped. Make that 4, make that 5. We will see the Captain America ult as well as the Hela ult come out. Great damage coming out of Zeno. Tachi on the Hela will secure 2 eliminations. Good hold there from Team Don't Hide, and the K12 PEA Wolves still with 3 ults online as well.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, I believe on Shinshibuya last week, because this has been a very popular pick map this season, this next corner is going to be where it is going to determine, obviously, what the game is going to be like, but it's a very hard corner to turn. CAVA definitely going to have to continue their push if they want to keep this up. Is going to find the Gambit ult to be able to help out with this push, but Invis ult is going to come out. Magneto going to try to get them. Is going to find Gambit and Luna. And actually, all three strategists are down, only leaving Captain America currently out for the K12 PEA team. Is going to have to kind of fall back, being on their own at the moment. So that way their team can kind of catch back up with them and they can continue to push.
60 seconds left. Better stop that being.
Oh, the Luna there gets pulled in. Striker, though, able to stay alive at this moment in time. This corner very hard to get through. 2 ults online here for the CAVA Bears. About to be 3 and only 1 for Team Don't Hide. I wonder, will the thing pull theirs out? They will. 3 ults coming out here for CAVA Bears, but a huge stun onto 4 different players from Nathan on this thing onto the CAVA Bears squad. So we're trading right now 2 heroes down, a piece for each side. Make that 3 for Team Don't Hide. Pibs on this Hulk will charge forward, create some space for their team. They are moving the convoy up. They have made it past the corner. It is the final stretch here. It looks like they will finish this one off before the time does run out. K12 PA with one more good opportunity at a hold, and it is a good one as they do have 3 ults online and popped. The Hela ult raining down damage from above. They will get nearly a full squad wipe here. And Team Don't Hide for K12 PEA will hold strong at the very end, almost making it. There is the CAVA Bears. But as I mentioned, great hold there for K12 PEA at the end. Came down to the wire.
Yeah, that was a huge hold there by K12 PEA. Kudos to Nathan on this thing for getting that stun out during some of those ults, but then just the team as a whole being able to hold that. CAVA trying to get that Doctor Strange to switch over to Portal at the last second, not quite able to get it there in time. All K12 PEA has to do is make it past that point. Obviously, it's almost all the way through, so K12 PEA really needing to just move the convoy all the way through to secure this particular round. But in comparison to normal season with that best of 3, as Robbie mentioned earlier, we are in a best of 5 situation. So it does make it a little bit more competitive, depending on how many rounds we end up going through here. Very good matchup so far. Good push there from CAVA, but a good stop overall for the K12
protect my people since before.
Yeah, absolutely. And while you have the scoreboard up, Dustin, I actually want to call out one thing for the K12 PEA side. Looking at the bottom 3 players here on the leaderboard, Striker, Aiden Tube, and Shui for K12 PEA. These names are also actually multi-game players in the K12 Esports League, so shout out to them. I'm sure there's a few on the CAVA Bears with different names potentially, right? But I do recognize Shui as a great Rocket League player, and Striker for Valorant and Fortnite, and then Aiden Tube, a great Fortnite player for K12 PEA as well. So multi-talented coming out here from this team. But back into this one here, K12 PEA now on the attacking part of this. CAVA Bears on defense. As Dustin mentioned a few moments ago, K12 PEA will have to push this convoy nearly to the end. They're basically going to have to complete the map anyway. CAVA just going to need to look at holding. Jarson on this Iron Fist did so much damage on the last round. We'll see if they can do about the same here, and they will start with a knockout onto Shui. Make that 2. Also getting Nathan W before getting taken out by the Hela here for K12 PEA.
Huge stop here, though, by the CAVA team, starting out on this particular round. Almost getting an entire team wipe there in the beginning. Obviously, with the spawn for K12 PEA being so close, they're able to kind of come back out here and contest point, no problem. It looks like they are going to get the Venom from the CAVA side down and try to continue as they are starting to just push this convoy. 2 ults come out from the CAVA team, trying to get this Luna, not going to be able to find them. Iron Fist currently in ult form. trying to find some damage. Is not going to find any before that comes out. CAVA having to use strategist ult. Big Eye of Agamotto coming out. And is going to find at least 2 of the 3-4 kills with the help of the rest of their teammates and everything.
Yeah, Shui on that Gambit, able to find 2, and now has their ultimate online as well. This is going to be a good push here for K12 PA. They're going to get a lot of distance here on this convoy. I do want to shout out a little bit ago, we saw Pico de Gallo on the Magneto, able to stay in the front line for so long, and that is a testament to their healers. But crazy team fight going on here. 2 ults popped for the CAVA side. This Venom coming out, trying to do what they can, get a lot of damage in. They will secure 1 knockdown, but for the CAVA Bears team, they have lost 3 players at this point. This Venom of Rick staying alive for so long. Venom, a hard hero to knock all the way down, and eventually they will. Another great team fight coming out of K12 PEA.
And I believe the CAVA team is just down to pretty much their strategist at the moment, so they're going to have to kind of regroup and strategize. Actually, looks like the revive may have come off from the rocket onto this Venom. Venom being able to get quickly back on point and kind of stall from K12 PEA push.
Only 60 seconds left.
Do have ult online.
Yeah, Rick on this Venom. Sorry, go ahead, Dustin. All you.
By the Eye of Agamotto.
Another Eye of Agamotto ult coming out.
Show.
Luna coming in with the strategist ult though to save their team.
I am ready to put on a show.
A lot of different things going on at the moment with these ults. We have 2 strategist ults online for the CAVA Bears with Iron Fist.
Down to 30 seconds.
There's so much going on at one time.
Damage. yeah, huge damage coming out of Jarson here at the moment. Will set their team up for 3 takedowns of the K12 PEA Wolves team. Zeno on this Hello will go up, get a huge headshot onto that player. Unfortunately, not quite enough to take them down. Jarson will isolate them in the 1v1 and able to also take them down as well. Jarson with 2 knockouts here on the K12 PEA team. A great, I believe that was an ult there from the Doctor Strange coming out. Pico de Gallo doing their thing will unfortunately get knocked down as well. But these team fights are so back and forth. It will look like CAVA will come out on top of this one with 4 knockouts. But it is so extended here at this point. CAVA will also lose 2, but holding strong is CAVA. They are able to stop the convoy there, and it looks like that will do it for our game number 1 here. CAVA will be taking that one. As a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls in the Twitch chat, we have switched from a best of 3 series to a best of 5 for the championship day. So that is 1 on the board here for CAVA. They will need 3 more. We're seeing a guaranteed 4th game here today in this series.
Yeah, this is so crazy. Honestly, that Strange Portal coming out from the K12 PE side, actually very well placed. But then we saw Pico being able to kind of counter that with their Doctor Strange ult and freeze kind of everybody there on point was a huge thing. But then again, we saw on the K12 PEA side, Shamrocks coming out with a Strange ult of their own along with a Thing ult, not quite able to stop the defensive end of the CAVA Bears, but a really good effort there by K12 PEA initially. We know both of these teams still have a lot to offer though in this best of 5. So from Convoy, we are going to be moving on to Convergence in this next round. And obviously with a map change could come some new player or new characters as we're coming into that matchup, as well as some different strategies. But looking at the overall across the board, you can see that everybody is on point with what their strategy actually is. We noticed that each team decided to go that triple support route, having CAVA on the Rocket, the Luna, and the Gambit, whereas we're having Rocket, Luna, and Inviswoman on the K12 PEA side. Everybody kind of going with just the 1 duelist at the moment and the 2 tanks. But you see the damage blocked from each of these tanks doing some really good blocking, as well as providing a decent amount of damage and frontline work. And then obviously MVP Iron Fist 46-7 is huge with 34,000 damage to their name on this matchup. Super cool out or shout out to Jarson for this particular round. But overall, really good job from these teams, and I can't wait to see how we're doing in the convergence round.
Absolutely. And as Dustin mentioned, shout out Jarson. Last week, obviously, we didn't see K12 PEA team Don't Hide last week. We did see this CAVA Bears team last week, though, and Jarson consistently putting down damage numbers. Definitely the damage carry for the CAVA Bears. Did it all last week. Is starting it out in this series as well. 46 eliminations is wild. The target ban did come out onto them on the Daredevil, which we saw them on last week. Go absolutely huge. But also now we know that Jarson is a crazy Iron Fist pick as well. So I'm interested to see how the picks and bans kind of evolve through the rest of this series. Gonna be interesting to see if they let either one of those heroes go through for Jarson, or if they're going to target ban both of them, maybe leave something else up. It's going to be interesting because Jarson is definitely a player that the K12 PA Wolves want to shut down from the CAVA Bears. 46 eliminations again, like that is wild.
Absolutely. And as mentioned before, we're just kind of waiting on the players at this point. I know they're taking just a small break. So we're actually going to do the same. We're going to go to just a big back zoom screen really fast. And then as soon as the action comes back in for these picks and bans, we will transfer over and get right back into it. So stay tuned. All right, and we are back with the picks and bans for convergence round. And I do apologize. We actually are on Shin Shibuya this round for Convoy. We were on Spider Islands. I still get those confused sometimes, even though this has been out for a little while. But with that being said, we have the Psylocke and Star-Lord ban, as well as Black Panther and Daredevil ban again coming out from these two teams. We do see the Thing getting locked for K12 PEA, as well as Moon Knight. Seeing the Iron Fist pick, which is huge, I think, from that CAVA side. And it actually looks like we're going to lock in Spider-Man coming in for the CAVA side as well. Still banning on the Jeff, just waiting for this last ban to come in from K12 PEA to see what they're gonna decide on, how they're gonna move forward as we head into convergence.
You know, I wonder if the Jeff is a very methodical,
You'll
thought
need
out
top-notch team
ban
to win
here
this
for the
one.
CAVA Bears, solely because I feel like when that Jeff ult does come out, right, if you're able to get a couple people, take them to the edge of a map and get a few eliminations, it really just throws a huge turn into the game, or a wrench. And so it, to me, feels a lot less what I would say quote unquote straight up gameplay when a Jeff ult does happen to come out and get a few players. So CAVA maybe just wanting it to be a lot more straight up, just team fight versus team fight, no crazy, you know, shark bites coming out and taking out a few players. So I'd be very curious to know that. Coach Turner, if you're in the chat, DM me, let me
30
know
seconds
what your
before you
players are
attack.
thinking there
Get
on that
ready.
one. But with all that being said, here we go. Spider Island convergence. The teams will have to first capture a point and then walk the convoy down to its final destination spot. Once again, we will see CAVA starting on the attacking side and K12 PEA starting on the defensive end.
The battle starts in
Shout
5,
out to
4,
Rick on the
3,
Spider-Man from CAVA
2,
Bears.
1.
Gotta play a
You have to
Spider
stop them from
verse
securing the
character,
mission
right?
area.
On Spider Island. Or no, this is Sin Shibuya. My fault, my fault.
No, all good. And definitely curious to see with this lineup from each of the sides. We're actually going to see the Hela and Namor team up come into play, which could be really, really effective, especially against the Spider-Man. Given that Spider-Man is going to be one of those characters to be able to go in and out and be able to create a lot of space. CAVA currently has 3 players, though, down. Hulk, currently a little bit lower, is going to go into the Bruce Banner form. Going to be a little bit more squishy. K12 PA being able to take them out. You have Spider-Man coming back in, but it's quickly going to have to go back out because there's not enough support from the CAVA side currently with that team wipe coming in. K12 PEA keeping a really good defensive hold so far on this point.
Yeah, hot start here for K12 PEA. They chose this map for a reason. Being the losers of our first game, they do get to decide what map we go on to for the second game. So again, great start here coming out of the Wolves here, and Team Don't Hide. 2 minutes 44 seconds left for CAVA to capture this point. Another team fight ensuing here. We will have the ult come out from Cloak and Dagger. Not able to actually find too much here. Magneto ult now coming out from Pico de Gallo. Going to get a little bit of damage. Probably wanted to find a little bit more there. 3 stun for the CAVA Bears team. Huge out of Team Don't Hide. Able to convert all 3 of those stuns into 3 knockouts and a full squad wipe at the end of the day. Back-to-back solid holds here from the K12 PEA Wolves.
Yeah, we saw that Cloak and Dagger ult come out from the CAVA Bears side. Tried to come in on this point, but was quickly met by the Gambit ult. And then alongside the Doctor Strange ult and the Namor ult, making that CAVA team a little easier to take out. Very quickly, Spider-Man's going to get taken out, though, trying to come in on point. K12 PEA
Maybe a little bit of a misplay there by Rick. Was there by themselves without their teammates, but now 5 strong for CAVA up against the 6 strong for K12 PEA. 1 ult for K12 PEA, 1 ult for CAVA. but Spider-Man on it with the ult for CAVA is not in the fight at this moment. 2 stuns coming out from the K12 PEA team don't hide, able to convert that into 1 knockout, 1 apiece for each team at the moment. We're going to see the Thor ult and the Spider-Man ult come out for CAVA, able to take space. Now on this point is CAVA. They did win that team fight. They have secured the first checkpoint of capturing this convoy here. More damage coming out from the Thor, who Dustin did let me know get a pretty big buff. So to see Pibs on this one, probably again a really strategic pick coming out of the CAVA Bears. Looks like they will be able to capture this convoy and start moving it forward as well.
Yeah, I think the switch up for the Thor at the moment was a good pick. It did get a little bit of a movement boost and everything with his when he's flying, so he can actually kind of steal characters a little bit more. So very similar to the Wolverine and the Angela within game. We are going to see ult online for Gambit come out for the K12 PEA side to try to get pushed in, but we're also going to see the counter ult from the Cloak and Dagger on the CAVA side, trying to get their team healed and protected to keep them from this damage boost coming out from the Gambit ult. Iron Fist popping that ult, gonna find the Thing, looking for more, but Namor is gonna be able to kind of help keep his players in with those squids and everything like that. 4 ults currently online for the K12 PEA squad. They have a really good chance to be able to stop point here, as the CAVA Bears team only has 2 ults online.
Yeah, and this corner right here is going to be difficult for CAVA to get through, especially with the amount of ults that K12 PEA do have. But a crazy, again, a lot of stuns coming out this game here. Able to stun 4 players was the CAVA Bears, and that will convert into a full team wipe, as Nathan, I'm sure, will go down. CAVA able to win that one once again and continue pushing this convoy forward. They are more than halfway on this first checkpoint. For Jarson on that Iron Fist to start out that fight, was able to kind of isolate the Thing, and they were able to take them down, but as Dustin mentioned, not able to really convert too much on the rest of that ultimate. So that was huge from K12 PEA. Shui on this Hela, now raining down fire from above. Going to find one. Namor and Zeno Tachi on that character will find another. This is looking like it's going to be a solid hold here for K12 PEA. The ultimate does come out from Seraphim on the CAVA Bears squad. Able to keep their teammates alive for just a little bit longer. But this team fight definitely going the way of K12 PEA at the moment. Staggered spawns for everybody. Looks like we are back to 6 apiece. As I say that, of course, CAVA does get 2 knockdowns. Huge plays coming out of Jarson and Smiley Face here in this moment.
K12 PEA is doing some really good things with using their ults and everything. They have the right idea coming in. It's just that this CAVA team has at least 1 or 2 people being able to stay on point between this Doctor Strange, at least one strategist and possibly even another. So that's how they were able to kind of continue holding that point, able to regroup as a team and be able to continue pushing this convoy forward, as K12 PEA is going to have to regroup because only the Invis woman, I believe, actually they're all at spawn coming back. So currently just waiting as this CAVA team is continuing to push this convoy. Some really, really good defensive measures coming out from that CAVA team, as K12 PEA was pushing in.
Spider Zero must reach the Budokan.
Yeah, and CAVA has successfully made it to the final checkpoint, so they are on the final stretch here of this side of game number 2, round number 1 of game number 2, sorry. They do only have 1 minute and 23 seconds to make it there, though. No ults online for the K12 PEA team, don't hide. Little Smiley Face will pop theirs, able to keep their team alive and healthy at the current moment. The Gambit ult does come out first. Striker not able to find too much at all, though, quite yet. However, we are trading blow for blow here. 1 player down for Team Don't Hide, 2 down for CAVA. 3 ultimates online still as well for K12 PEA. What team will pop their ults first? As CAVA probably just waiting for all 6 to get back together. and great trigger discipline, honestly, from the K12 PEA Wolves, not using any of those ults before it really needed. The teleport will come out from the Doctor Strange and Pico de Gallo. Crazy team fight happening. 4 stuns for both teams actually happen at the same time, but K12 PEA able to come out on top on that one. Huge team wipe. That portal is still there. K12 PEA getting damage on before the CAVA Bears even walk through it. This is looking like this will be a hold for the Wolves here as 2 players do drop once again. Thing ult from Pib does come out, does get a few stuns. Able to get some more damage in as well. They're going to need to touch this point and stay on, otherwise the overtime timer will fizzle out and K12 PA will win this round. However, another insane stun once again. 4 players for CAVA Bears stun. This should be the final hold here as Venom and Pibs trying to stay on it as long as they can. So hard to take that character down. Will finally happen, and that will make the victory for round 1 kind of go to K12 PEA Wolves, as the CAVA Bears were unable to get that convoy all the way through. They did get 65.4 meters on that one, all the way through the second checkpoint as well. So K12 PEA will have to get further than that to secure this game number 2. One more time, reminder everyone, this is a best of 5 series. If K12 PEA win this game, we will be set up for just an insane series.
I loved how they switched everything a little bit around on the K12 PEA side. I love the Phoenix coming in as well as the Wolverine. They realized that between the couple of Pib and Pico on those tanks and everything, that they really needed to get some form of momentum going. That Phoenix with the additional burst damage within the vicinity and everything makes a huge difference as well. Very, very clean and good hold there for K12 PEA. So I am curious to see how the push is going to be on this side. We do see it looks like for the most part they're going to stick with about the same people. We will see a little bit of switch up from Jarson from the Iron Fist onto this Mr. Fantastic, as well as we're going triple support for the CAVA side with the Rocket, the Gambit, and the Invis Woman.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if this K12 PEA team will be able to knock any of these players down, as there's a lot of heals and there's a lot of health and tankiness on the CAVA Bears team at the moment. But already starting this game out very, very quickly. They will use the Doctor Strange portal to hop right onto point. Unfortunately, it does not fully work out for them, losing 2 players basically right out the gate. Zenotachi on this Phoenix, able to single out and isolate the Rocket for the CAVA Bears, able to take them down, and the team fight ensues. Rick on the point with this Venom. Gonna just do what they can, go up and actually get a nice little drop down onto 2 of the players from Team Don't Hide, and able to convert those into knockouts as well. But back and forth, 2 down for the Wolves, 3 down for the Bears. Make that JK. I thought it was about to be a 4th, but it was not. Oh, crazy play there coming out from Shui on the Wolverine, able to take out Jarson on the Mr. Fantastic, still putting down damage as well. This is looking like it's going to be a very solid first push here from the K12 PEA Wolves.
And we are going to see the ult with the Gambit ult coming out on this Wolverine. Going to do some damage and take up space. Currently 4 down for the CAVA team, 5 down for the CAVA team. Only Venom remaining at the moment on point with that little bit of overshield. And I was just waiting because I was going to see if they were going to get eliminated for that. That's probably going to be enough for K12 PEA to take this point. CAVA did use the Strange Portal to get back on point as soon as possible before, so they will have to wait for that to come back online at some point during this matchup. Very good first initial push here from K12 PEA, though, being able to get this convoy moving.
No holding back.
Yeah, and I feel like the switch from Shui and Zenotachi onto the Wolverine and Phoenix respectively working out extremely well here for the K12 PEA Wolves. We do see Little Smiley Face pop their ult, keeping their team alive, keeping them healthy, to the best of their ability, but also pop from K12 is the invisible women ult. So trading ults at the moment right now, no players down at the current moment. Make that 1 for the CAVA Bears. This K12 PEA team on fire right now during this attacking side. 3 ultimates online. We will see Striker pop theirs for, on this Gambit, trying to get the heals off, trying to get some damage in. Unfortunately, unable to convert on too much here, as we will see Xenotachi on the Phoenix drop to Jarson.
Yeah, and we did see a strange ult come out from K12 PA. They were trying to get these 2 strategists in the back, but they were actually able to avoid that piece. CAVA trying to come in on his Venom ult and create space, only at 91 health. And actually, strategists doing what they do best, being able to keep their Venom alive for this point. Wolverine ult coming in is actually going to get eliminated in the process for going down for K12 PEA with only 2 more, and each of those going down 2 with CAVA being able to do a team wipe to keep this convoy from moving any further at the moment.
Solid hold there from the CAVA Bears. Will get a team wipe down on to the K12 PEA Wolves. The thing now carrying Shui on this Wolverine will toss them in, deciding not to go fully deep, but will catch out one of the players on the CAVA Bears, bring them back, unable to convert into a full elimination here. 2 ults online here for the CAVA. Make that 4 actually online for the CAVA Bears. Smiley Face will pop theirs. Pip will pop theirs as well on the rocket, amping up that damage. The Eye of Agamotto coming out from Pico de Gallo as well, but nothing crazy happening yet out of this fight. Just trading back and forth. Everybody on the CAVA Bears still super healthy. Everyone on the K12 PEA Wolves still super healthy as well. Xenotachi popping their Phoenix ult. Will catch one, but Jarson will answer right back onto Aiden Tube as well. So this is just a back and forth team fight. At the end, though, K12 PEA does seem to come out on top.
Yeah, and it was just, again, some ult usage left and right, trying to keep up with everything. Currently, the strategist actually trying to sort of hold space for the CAVA team at the moment while their team comes back. Is going to find the Cloak and Dagger. Currently, looks like we have Jarson with the Mr. Fantastic and the 2 tanks. They're back up in front, trying to get this K12 PEA team to stop this convoy. We are going to see the Gambit ult come online for CAVA to try to get this pushed in for their team. Dr. Strange ult online for the K12 PEA is going to use it and is going to find at least a thing, but Dr. Strange on the CAVA side being able to take care of that and to help their team out. K12 PEA looking like they're going to have to regroup with only 1 strategist left.
Going to have to regroup for sure. Good hold once again by the CAVA Bears. Started out by the Gambit ult by Seraphim. Able to get to that back line, do what they do best on the Gambit, using that ult to its full ability. But a huge thing stun will come out to start off this fight here for the K12 PEA Wolves. 3 CAVA Bears were stunned at the start of this one, but trading back and forth, 1 player down a piece at the moment. The Xenotachi on this Phoenix in the back line, trying to get damage down. Mr. Fantastic ult will come out here for Jarson, actually able to do so much, getting 1, make that 2 for the CAVA Bears team, holding strong. They are 13 seconds left here for K12 PEA to push this convoy forward before the overtime timer does hit. They will have an opportunity during overtime, but this convoy so far away from where CAVA was able to push it during the first part of this game. So this is going to be a hill to climb. CAVA going to have to convert, K12 PA going to have to convert on multiple team fights without losing a single one and stay on this point here. Luckily for the K12 PEA team, CAVA has no ults online. Unfortunately, they are dropping like flies at the moment. 3 players down, make that 4. This will be the game here as CAVA is looking to take down Nathan, the last player, before this overtime timer continues dropping down, and it will slowly fade away. CAVA winning game number 2 as well.
It's crazy, just the defensive measures that each of these teams have taken to
Another epic victory.
really keep this point or keep this convoy from going has been immensely helpful to each team. Each of them doing some really good things on the defensive and everything. K12 PEA trying to get that push in last minute, just not having quite enough, I guess, firepower, as you would say online, to really be able to stick it to this Kava team. But ultimately, I mean, kudos this MVP for the Doctor Strange on Kava Pico. Not only 33 and 12, but 52,000 damage blocked. I know that they at least blocked one or two Strange ults just in that round during just alone. As well as just being able to continue to block that damage. Some huge healing and everything coming out from both sides as well. Everybody, as mentioned, as always, knows these roles, is doing what they need to be doing. It's just who has the better strategy and who has the better teamwork coming into this to be able to hold these positions and everything. With that being said, Kava Bear is currently up the 2 rounds heading into this domination matchup, technically being match point for this Kava team. K12 PEA come out on top during the domination round.
Yeah, K12 PEA in a sticky situation now. Their backs are against the wall here. It is match point for Kava. K12 PEA needing to win 3 games back to back to back to be crowned our champions. Kava with a little bit of a buffer now, only needing to win 1. They can technically lose 2. However, I know that for a fact they are going to want to end it here on this next domination map. Dustin, talk me through really quickly. I felt like on that offense for K12 PEA, I'm sorry, on the defense for them, as this match is crazy, right? So much going on. My brain is a little bit razzled at the moment. But for the defense for K12 PEA, that Wolverine and Phoenix switch worked out so well. Why didn't it work out so well on the offense for them going into that one?
I think so. In my opinion, at least, obviously, I'm not an expert, but on this particular map, along with some of the other maps that we have, there are certain choke points within the game that are just going to be a little bit more usable to a defensive side versus the attacking side. I think for the Kava Bears, they had kind of reached that point where they really just kind of had to turn that corner. And that convoy, you notice, was kind of stuck under that breakable bridge and everything. So
Mm.
really kind of keeping it to. I think also K12 PA at the time did have a few extra ults online that were used very strategically that kind of outlasted some of those Kava ults, which really allowed them to kind of keep that hold between the Phoenix and the Wolverine and everything like that. On the attacking side, obviously having to make that push, Wolverine can be very effective, obviously in a lot of ways. Really, you want to take those players from the other team and pull them back in so that way you kind of get all on them at one time. Didn't see a whole lot of that. I think the Phoenix was still a really good choice just because they could continue to provide damage in bursts, especially when the strategists and everything are pulled up. But I also think the triple strategist from the Kava team may have made a little bit of a difference there as
Mm.
well. Having that rocket from a distance kind of be out of the way, along with like the Gambit and the Invisible Woman and everything. Huge kind of meta with some of those healing strategists with that triple support can be very effective, and we're obviously seeing that tonight within some of these strategies of these teams. So I think ultimately, like I said, each team had some really good plays. Are all doing the right things. It's just a matter of who's going to just come out over on top of the other in the moments that you have. I think some of the Doctor Strange ults, a lot of back and forth with that. You'd see one come out and then the other would pop
Mm.
theirs almost immediately. And I think it was just whoever kind of outwaited just an extra second before really getting that ult and that damage and everything done for that team to be able to kind of come up out on top. But I am curious to see which domination map we are going to be going with. I know the players are needing like another minute probably just to kind of revisualize everything, kind of re-strategize, kind of really get into that mindset and everything before heading into this matchup, since it is considered match point for the Kava team. So with that being said, Robbie, unless you have anything, we may just go to another quick break and be back in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, I think the only thing I want to shout out is you bring up a great point. The 3 strategists for the Kava Bears on that defense. I feel like K12 PA unable to really get a lot of eliminations or quick eliminations with a lot of burst damage because there was so much heals going on and a lot of tankiness on the Kava side for that defense. So I think that definitely was a huge factor for them there, because vividly remember Shui at least twice on that attacking side for K12 PEA on the Wolverine, able to bring one of the Kava Bears into their team, but unable to actually burst them down. Like I said, too many heals, too much tankiness from the Kava Bears on that team at that time, right? So a huge, huge, huge piece of the game number 2 win for Kava. We will be back soon with the next game. It will be Kava on match point, K12 PEA Wolves with their backs against the wall. It will be domination. It's going to be a good one. Can't wait. We'll see y'all very shortly.
All right, and we are back with the third round for domination. They have picked Hell's Heaven, currently in the pick and ban process. Going to see a lot of the same bands coming out this round too, with the Psylocke, the Jeff, the Black Panther, and the Daredevil. Again, locking in for the K12 PEA side, we're going to have the Thing and Gambit. I do think that's still a smart choice with the way this matchup has been going. The lock in for Kava, wanting to get that Iron Fist in, as well as Luna, which I think is if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the first Luna lock for this matchup. coming out with actually a Wolverine ban from the CAVA side. Not sure how much that's going to affect sway on the K12 PEA side, but then actually K12 PEA coming
Pick your
back
hero.
and
Or
saying no
villain. I'm not
to
judging.
the Venom pick and everything like that. We are going to see again that little bit of versatility. Pico and Pib, both being the tanks on the CAVA side, can switch between Strange, Hulk, the Thing. Seems like Venom as well as Magneto here. And then we're going to still see the Strange and Thing on K12 PEA side for tank. For CAVA, not going the 3 strategist route this time. Going to try again on this Spider-Man to see if we can probably get a little bit more momentum. I think with this map, definitely could be a little bit more troubling. Just because there is
30
spots
seconds before you
within
attack.
these
Get ready.
domination rounds that Spider-Man can yank people off the map and everything.
People think you're too
Not
skinny to
sure
be
how
strong, but you're strong.
versatile they are on this
Hey,
Spider-Man, so
there
I'll be
are people
curious
who
to see
think I'm as strong as
how
you.
that plays out.
Don't
But for
get
K12
carried
PEA, looks like we're locking in the Moon Knight as well as Winter Soldier. I think these are great picks on the duelist end. Each provide really good damage.
The battle starts in 5,
How most
4,
duelists are.
3, 2, 1.
And here we go, game number 3, match point. As we mentioned it before, we went to the Be Back Soon screen. CAVA Bears up 2-0 in this best of 5 series over the K12 PA Wolves. Team Don't Hide on domination. Mission area unlocks in 14 seconds. They will have a single point to cap and get that timer all the way up to, or the ticker all the way up to 100%. Point about to open. First team fight ensuing. Shamrocks for the K12 PEA team Don't Hide up in the front line here. Pico de Gallo back line for the CAVA Bears, putting down damage. We are going to see trades happen back and forth. Moon Knight down for K12 PEA. Spider-Man down for CAVA. No ults online just yet for either team. Very bare bones, of course, to start out this game. Does look like CAVA has K12 PEA pushed back pretty far at the moment, actually, and able to start getting the percentage up on this point are the CAVA Bears. Frozen is the thing for K12 PEA. They are stuck at this choke point. CAVA doing a really good job of not letting them through, but Shui will open it up for the K12 PEA Wolves using that Moon Knight ult. Seraphim for the CAVA Bears using their ult as well. Trading back and forth here at the moment. CAVA is at 45% on this point already. K12 PEA going to need to find a huge team fight to secure this point for themselves.
Yeah, and there's been a couple of eliminations in between here and there, but for the most part, K12 PEA trying to come in and take this point from CAVA, pushing really far in while Pib kind of stays on point contesting. Does look like they are going to take, or he is going to go back down to Hulk and is immediately going to get sent back down to Bruce Banner. K12 PEA is able to secure point at the moment. Still trying to hold on. Strange.
Yeah,
waiting
good
to
team
see.
fight there. Good team fight there coming out of K12 PEA, able to get the point in their favor, able to push CAVA back far enough to sit on it and cap it. Now their percentage is rising slowly but surely, 22% for them now. Also, not letting off the gas pedal, they have pushed CAVA so far back here at this point in time. 2 players down for the CAVA Bears as well. K12 PEA now coming alive in this one.
Some really good like I said, back and forth here. Obviously, we had a couple ults try to come out online for the CAVA team, trying to see if they can make some momentum against this K12 PEA's team. Mr. Fantastic pulling out an ult, quickly getting shut down. Hulk trying to also come out and just unable to find anything right off. But CAVA is actually going to be able to come in and push in. Looks like they have 4 down for the K12 PEA side, giving CAVA this point as the strategists from the K12 PEA side are going to have to fall back until their team is able to catch up. Strange Portal is going to come in to play this particular round to see if they can cap on point with 2 ults online and a couple more on the way. Looking like K12 PEA could potentially do some damage to get this back. Luna ult coming out for the CAVA side is going to protect them, but that Moon Knight ult going to be a little troublesome in the process. Thing ult coming out.
And unfortunately for K12 PEA, unable to convert after that portal does go off. It was a good portal actually, as well as it did take the CAVA Bears just a moment to realize that they portaled up to that high ledge there. K12 PEA was able to get the Spider-Man down, but the CAVA Bears fight back hard, able to get basically a full team wipe and end that round. CAVA has won the first part of domination here. We can see 3 different domination points in this game, and if the K12 PEA Wolves want to survive and continue pushing for this championship here today, they will have to push us to that 3rd point this game in domination. CAVA Bears now truly at match point, being up 2 games and being up 1 round in this domination game. For the K12 PEA Wolves, we will see Shui switch onto that Squirrel Girl, who I'm kind of well aware is actually a pretty heavy hitter. Believe it or not, it's kind of wild, but we'll see if this switch to the Squirrel Girl does convert into some positive things for the K12 PEA team here. CAVA Bears, though, playing super well today.
Totally agree with that. We are going to have 2 ults online for the K12 PEA. They're going to start out with this Gambit ult to see if they can get the first initial push. Gonna have Invisult come out from CAVA side to try to combat that, keep that damage in check and everything. Gambit is gonna go down. Iron Fist is gonna come out with his ult, able to find 1. 4 currently down for the K12 PEA side, 5 down, and the Thing also going down, making a team wipe. CAVA being able to capture point very quickly into this incoming round. Huge start for the CAVA team during this round of domination. Hulk online with his ult as well. Spider-Man working up to theirs. K12 PEA still have 3 ults online though. Can turn the tide again if the ults are used in the right way for this strat. Looks like you're gonna have Moon Knight come out with his, trying to create space, make some damage in the back line. Luna gonna pop their ult for the counter and the heal. Again, another counter heal for the Invis ult here. Coming out with the Spider-Man ult though, trying to find some space. Rick not going to get anybody right off. I have Agamotto coming out for the K12 PEA side. Is going to find at least the Luna on CAVA. Spider-Man and Iron Fist are down. Currently just the 2 tanks as well as the Invis Woman remain. If they can take care of that strategist, K12 PEA might have a chance here.
It's been a good push here for K12 PEA, unable to get Seraphim down quite yet, so continuing to stay healthy is this CAVA Bears team, and Pico de Gallo on this Magneto will find a huge ult, able to get 3 players with that one, and that will convert into basically a full team wipe for the CAVA Bears. Rick starting out that very extended team fight with the Spider-Man ultimate, able to get 2 down. This Hulk so tanky, sitting at this choke point, waiting for these players to come through. K12 PEA has 1 final push to cap this point, and it will start out with a huge 3 eliminations to the CAVA Bears, make that 4. This is the push that they needed. This is the push that they wanted, and they will cap point. Now, needing to play perfect are the K12 PEA Wolves. Gonna have to hold this all the way through until they do win this round of domination. Unfortunately for them, only 1 ultimate online. Jarson will pop theirs on the CAVA Bears side. This Iron Fist ult does so much work in the hands of Jarson. Able to get 1 already, has the other player so low, able to get a double, make that a triple looking for a fourth, and they will get it with the help of their teammates. Now pushing in, can they get all six? Great damage coming out from Jarson on this one. There's the Penta for Jarson, taking down Zenotachi, last player for K12 PA. The Hexa kill for Jarson as they are able to get Shui on the Spider-Man. Can they go for the seventh? Not given an opportunity as that timer will finish out. CAVA able to win that domination game in a 2-round fashion and able to win this series in a 3-0 fashion as well. Both teams throughout the regular season did beat each other at one point, so this was the deciding factor. CAVA came out too hot today for the K12 PA Wolves to take them down. However, shout out to K12 PA. Very solid gameplay all around. CAVA just converting on a few of those team fights a little bit better. As we take a look at the scoreboard here, first thing peeking out to me is the heals from the CAVA side. Definitely a little bit stronger in this game number 3 as opposed to the K12 PEA side. Jarson once again getting MVP, 18 eliminations this game number 3, highest in the lobby. Lots of damage coming out from them. Pico de Gallo though once again on that Strange with crazy damage as well. Ah man, that will do it for this series. The CAVA Bears will be crowned our first Marvel Rivals champions in the K12 Esports League. K12 PA Wolves team Don't Hide will get second place, which is not anything to be ashamed of. There were 17 teams in our season this time for Marvel Rivals, so getting second out of 17 is absolutely amazing. Off stream, of course, we did have our third, fourth place matchup. We know how that one concluded as well. Vava Bubble Buddies able to become our third place winners here for Marvel Rivals again, meaning that the Idaho Cyberwolves are our fourth place team. We know how everything shook down at this point. Once again, shout out to the CAVA Bears, our first Marvel Rivals K12 Esports League season champions. Dustin, talk to me.
I think Kava just had an answer for everything that K12 PEA had coming. The strategy and everything from K12 PEA was there. It's just Kava was able to answer back.
Mhm.
They had that Iron Fist online, him kind of waiting in the background while they had the Doctor Strange portal kind of come in front of them, having them kind of that sandwiched in. That's where we were able to see the mini eliminations coming out there from the Iron Fist there at the end to hold that point. Kudos to this Kava team for really having just a presence within this matchup and everything. K12 PEA, again, some really, really good strategy. I'm very, very curious to see coming back into the winter season how things may change up and everything. Obviously, we had an update recently where you mentioned earlier that a couple of the characters had some different buffs and everything. That obviously is consistently changing. Rogue is another new character that just came out this past week. Was not playable today, but will be playable in the winter season, as well as probably some more new characters that I know that are coming in January as well. So anything is possible. Everybody's going to have to adapt in some way, shape, or form. Take the time, study up, come back prepared for next season. I can't wait to see how competitive it's going to get when we come back. But I think this was a great matchup. Both teams definitely
Mhm.
deserve this. Kava, kudos to you for coming out on top of this round. And again, really, really, really fun matchup to be able to watch tonight.
Absolutely. I cannot wait to see how much our teams evolve as we go into the winter season, how much better everyone gets. Um, Honestly, I'm expecting to see both of these teams back into the playoffs during the winter season, and most likely again in this championship game, K12 PA Wolves will have a little bit of, you know, fire under them to take down this team and become the winter season Marvel Rivals champions as they had an insane regular season. Unfortunately, today they did fall to the Kava Bears. Again, shout out to both these teams, all 12 players that we did see on stream as well. Everyone played out of their minds. Team fights were crazy. Ultimate usage together was amazing to see as well. That was something that our casters and our friends over at Loyola University were calling out all season long. Get that ult usage on point with your teammates, and we definitely saw that tonight. So shout out again to all 12 players that we did see. Kava Bears are our K12 Esports League Marvel Rivals season winners. K12 PEA Wolves team don't hide, getting that second place finish. The Vava Bubble Buddies getting the third place finish, and Idaho Cyber Wolves finishing in fourth place. With all that being said, thank you to everyone that is a part of this, from our players to our coaches to our amazing parents, learning coaches, and guardians that allow their students to participate in this league with us. Without any of you, this is not possible. And I'm just going to continue yapping here as I close this out. With that, we also crowned some champions last night in Valorant and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Congratulations to Vava for that Valorant victory, as well as the K12 PEA Wolves for the Smash Bros. Victory. Tomorrow night, we are crowning some Rocket League champions here on our Twitch stream, as well as off stream, having some chess matchups as well. And we will end this amazing championship week for the K12 Esports League Fall 2025 season on Thursday with some amazing Fortnite action. We cannot wait for tomorrow, cannot wait for Thursday, and cannot wait for the winter season. So, quick plug, we do start on January 12th. It's going to be here before we know it. So, if you are coming back, make sure you fill out that registration, get with your coaches, make sure that you are ready for that to begin. Again, it's going to be here before we know it, and we cannot wait. Dustin, I think that'll do it from me here today. So, I'm going to send it over to you. Thank you again, everyone. Close us out.
Absolutely. And obviously, we're live here on Twitch, and we will be the rest of this week, as well as going into the winter season, along with those college partnerships that we've mentioned on stream before. Shout out to University of Idaho for streaming our Valorant matchups, Loyola University on the Marvel Rivals. Radford University on Rocket League for the majority of the season. And then next season, we do have Force Smash coming in, Concord University. That's going to be really cool. Super excited to have them on board. If you've missed any of the action so far, make sure to check out our YouTube channel. All of the fall season, as well as previous seasons and everything, are listed on there for you to view. This will be uploaded and available very soon in case you want to go back and watch any of that action as well. And we appreciate you all, as Robbie mentioned. We hope to see you back here tomorrow night to catch some Rocket League action with us.